Here at Custom Corpses. Okay, we're just doing trial runs right now. I'm not really going on here to do anything, and we're actually trying to monitor what is going on with the website. A lot of updates to the website. We got a lot of pictures up there, videos. You want to check out the videos that are up there. We're also going to be doing. What else am I going to do? I don't know. All kinds of stuff. We're doing all kinds of stuff. We're trying to get this website up and running, make it awesome. We're going to really have a great website. Everything's going to be linked. I think I have. What are all the links that we're going to do here?
So everything now is more. You can get access to Custom Corpses, Mr. Johnny, everything through the website. So it's one-stop shop. So there's no longer, like you don't have to look 50 different places. The same thing on YouTube as well. You're gonna when you come to the main page, there's links there, and that'll answer all the questions as far as buying and answering questions that you might have for John.
Just listen to my man over here, Angelo.
So, everything's streamlined, and it's going to be good. They're going to be adding a lot more stuff, interactive stuff in the future here. And yeah,
It's going to be cool. It's going to be really cool because you'll be able to access me a little bit easier. We're trying to getting like if you're ordering a mask, you don't have to wait for eBay. There's links
so
on my YouTube now. Should I flip this around so they can see what you're doing?
you can.
Let me flip this around so you guys can see the monitor, what he's doing. And let me zoom in. So
Refresh this. So when you guys come to the live feed, now instead of having to go out of the video portion, you come here and hit more, and hit about, and all the website, eBay, and Linktree is there. To have a direct payment, there's PayPal, so you're going to go directly to customcorpses.com, and we'll do that right now. And up to
there's the website.
up in the top right hand corner is going to be buy now. Obviously, I'm not going to hit that, but you buy now. eBay's over here to the left to see what the newest thing is.
See whatever I have on eBay. I may not have a listing on there, but you'll be able to click right to it to see if there's a listing. Now we have pictures, right? There's the pictures, all these new pictures that are on here. Also, there's also other pictures that are showing like measurements of the mask and
more up close photo. Yeah, I got that ability.
you click it on there. Yep.
Scroll and carousel kind of thing. If you want to go through the new version. That's that.
Yeah, go further down to the other pictures that were on there, and then we're going to show you the videos. That's pretty cool. Yeah, see, it's showing you the process of making the mask. I got to go back to some earlier sculpts though that were still wasn't completely done, and that right there. Scroll up a little bit. That's version 1 versus version 2. That's those pictures right there. So it shows you the difference between the two sculpts. Version 2 is just absolutely hands down the best mask I've ever made so far. I really love this sculpture. It turned out so awesome. So, and then there's some screen used shots of like screen used masks. One's in latex. That's actually a still shot. Yeah, it's just grouped. It's kind of random, but you'll see the screen used shots. You'll see all that there.
And then for the contact part.
Yeah, that's cool. The contact's neat. So you could
direct line to Styles here.
Yep.
And then if you want to submit an email,
email.
Way, if you want to do it manually through your whatever, or you can come over here to the forum, put your information in and your email, and then send off the message, and Styles will get the message.
I need that to go right directly to my,
Yeah, it'll go right to your
and that notifies me on my phone, because sometimes, 9 times out of 10, I'm not near the computer.
and then if anybody's on TikTok and things like this, that's the next adventure.
We're still, yeah, I have to learn how to use TikTok. I have to learn how to use all that stuff. Some of the, like Instagram, I don't know how to use any of those. So if you're trying to communicate with me on there, forgive me if I'm a little slow with it, but I don't know how to use those platforms yet. So I have to get better at it.
So if we need a little help from some friends. If you're on TikTok, we have 0 followers. You're gonna go over there and click whatever, hit the subscribe or whatever the heck this is called.
Yeah, I'm going to need some subscribers on TikTok, because I just started the TikTok.
And then Instagram is the same thing. All our custom corpses.
Oh, what is that? What was that? Okay,
Well, it's a lot.
nothing.
Obviously, I don't have that thing there. But log in. So yeah, that's it. Oh. Do you want to reveal that now, or do you want to wait until we
What's that?
the
Hold on. How do I mute? I can't mute it.
the finance part of it?
Oh, yeah, we can say something about that. So when you buy a mask, you'll be able to finance instead of just
Buying it outright.
instead of buying it outright. Because $600, because that's what my mask is going to be charged on the website. When you're buying directly from me, it's a $600 mask. When you could get a better deal on eBay if there's one up. But there's going to be an option, so you can finance. You'll get a loan from whatever company it is. What was the name of the company?
So you have a firm, Kalarn, or something or other, and I'm looking into I think it's an international one. I don't know enough about it, but for now, for that kind of like loan thing, it's going to have to be in the United States for now. So ultimately what it allows you to do is pay as you play kind of a thing, and a firm is really good. So basically it's based on your credit score. I can tell you that they're really, really lenient, considering anything under what they consider anything under $1,000 US dollars is a low risk. So I don't care if you have crappy credit, you're still gonna, they'll still give you that option because it's a product and a service. It's not something that's like a car or something like this where there's a larger thing, a larger risk. So it's a really good option, and
Yeah, it gives you guys, like, if you're pinched for money or whatever, and you're really say it's Christmas time, and you're just like, you've got a lot of money you got to spend, so you can put this on a time thing where you're only giving them $25, $30, however you set it up. You're going to take the loan out. They're going to send me the full payment, and then you're just going to have to make payments to that company, whoever you're using.
and I don't think they charge interest or anything. It's just pay it back, which is nice because like if you're gonna get something for $600, realistically, what do you think their payment's gonna be? Maybe
Peanuts.
25, 30
25,
bucks.
$30, and
But
then
if you're collecting, it's a home run. It's a win-win.
Yep. Yeah, so that's going to be an option for you guys, and we weren't going to share that right away because we have it set up though, right? So
it's set
it's set
up.
up.
We have to finalize some stuff.
We're just going to finalize it, and then this way, if you guys want to order a mask, and you work it out with whoever you're borrowing the money from, and but
Yeah.
I got 7 people on right now with me,
So
so there's a lot of updates that we have to do.
so with
Well, done already.
yeah, it's fun. So with a firm, basically what happens with that is they'll give you options as far as what you want to pay. It really plays favor to, like, I call mom and pop niche stuff, like what I'm not gonna call styles mommy and pop, but I'm saying
No, it is. That's what it is.
It's a niche market kind of thing, and I know a firm is a big player into that, and they're not going to bonk you over the head. It's not like a credit card where you're going to get whacked.
25%
Yeah,
interest.
25%
Yeah,
interest.
you're not getting that. So
It's a really good option. Look into it, and they'll tell you, based on your credit or whatever the case is.
Now we got 8 people.
Because they do.
It's just building up here.
They do check your credit. Like I said, it's a soft check. It's not like it's a big thing, because I'll explain to you how it works. So a firm works like this. Let's say I'm going to go buy a $600 mask, whatever the case is. So what they do is
DP24. Hey, real quick, let me cut you off here. DP24 is on here. Kyra's Kyra. I say it's Kayra. I think it's Kyra. Thorburn, and all you guys. What I'm trying to do is we updated the website so you can buy directly. DP24, you have to go to the website and check out this new version of this mask. And actually, there's videos of the mask as well. Oh yeah, we want to show that. We'll go to video. Why don't we just play one of the videos? And here's an introduction to the mask. Turn the volume up. They can't hear that. This is on actual for only another hour or so. eBay. This mask is on eBay right now for only another hour. And I have it listed at $450. Now, when you buy from me directly on my website, the price is $600 for the masks. That's my set price. I made up my mind. That's going to be my set price for this V2 FB78. But if you go to, if this mask doesn't sell, I'm going to down it to $400 starting bid. And I just want to start. I want to get it going. Right now, I think that a lot of people aren't looking for this mask. I think it's slow right now, and I've heard that from a lot of mask makers right now, where a lot of people are saying that the mask business is really slow. I think it's going to pick up a little bit as we get closer to Halloween, but that's okay. How much for a blank sculpted mask? For blank. I haven't made up my mind on that. I'm still not sure. I want to go 300. I really want to go 300 for the blanks, and it's because I'm not even sure why. I'm just the 200. Everything's costing a fortune for shipping, and I don't know if you're paying for shipping, that might change it. I just haven't put my finger down on how to do the blanks. I'm not sure how I want to do the blanks. DP, how much for, if I ask for a blank sculpted mask? Now I'll do the eye cuts. I don't like anybody doing the eye cuts because it's not even that. I'm going to tell you straight up, all right? Because I'm an honest guy. I'm going to tell you right. The reason why I don't like sending blanks with all the holes still filled is because it's very easy to foam fill that mask and turn around and try and copy it. That's the truth, and that's why a lot of people insist on not sending blanks that haven't been cut out. So that's the truth. I don't send my mask out blanks without cutting out the eye holes and the ear holes and I don't do the slit in the mouth. I don't like doing that because I think it ruins the mask and you agree, DP? Thank you so much. All right, because I'm not trying to be a jerk, but at the same time, you got to watch yourself, man. I spent months, you guys know, months. Well, it's been 4 years trying to get to the point where this is a beautiful sculpture. And we really spent a lot of time on this FB78. The first version was okay. I don't like it. That's why I did a second version. But I've had a lot of people that do like the mask. I think the eye holes were too big. There's a lot of things that were wrong with that mask. This mask, I'm telling you, did I put that picture on there where I'm wearing the mask?
Yeah.
All right. If you look at the picture, I think that's on there. Let's see if we can find that, because I have the picture on there that I'm wearing the mask, and you can see how perfect the the eye cuts are. We have to scroll down. Hold on, let's see where it might be on there.
I don't remember we put that one.
I hope we did, because that really should.
That sort of shit that I did, and we resized it.
That's what I thought. Keep scrolling. I think it's going to be on there later. Yeah, these are all the pictures that are on my site. We did a lot of pictures, like of screen used masks. Um, so you can comparison the eye cuts. You can actually look at them.
No, I didn't.
We didn't put that on there. We got to put that on there.
Flip that.
Huh?
Is that facing you?
I'll flip it back because we can't show any of the details of what we do on our website. So I think that picture's in there though, right? Let me send it. It is in there.
I have it in there.
I can send it again.
No,
Well,
no,
all right. Because I want that picture on there because you can see my eye cuts, or like they're literally like this. The eye cuts on the mask, they're perfect. You're seeing about that much of my eye, and I did it in a mirror shot. So that's really important. I need that shot up there. How much if I ask for a blank sculpt mask? I think I'm going to set it. You know what? To be fair, instead of 200, instead of 300, let's go 250. 250 for a blank. There we go. Bang. And I'll put that on the website too. I'll put it on there so people can buy a blank for 250. Because it really isn't no work for me other than cutting it, and making sure there's no flaws in the mask. I make sure that the eye cuts are cut. And then you guys can take it, have it done by somebody like I just said it, James Carter, or do it yourself. I don't really, if you're really not an artist, I don't recommend trying to paint this mask yourself because it is really, really difficult to get the details right. Now, but some people like to take this mask, instead of making it look like a flashback mask, they want to paint it like the original 78 mask, which is pretty cool concept. And I was going to do that to one of my masks. Actually, I'm going to have James Carter do a couple of my masks. That's the plan. I plan on having him do. James Carter is the god, as far as I'm concerned, as overhauls. I don't know why people use that word, but it's when you overhaul a mask, it's not a rehaul, it's overhaul, because anyway, let's get on with it. Overhauling it. I just think that James Carter, hands down, is the best in the business, and my paint scheme is very unique. It's on its own. Nobody does it like I do. But you're either going to love it or hate it. Yeah, my eBay mask has been relisted because it didn't sell. So I'm going to drop that price to $400 for the listing. I'm not going below that. I'll take it off. I'll take it down. So it'll get relisted. I'm going to change it to $400 starting bid, but I'm not going any lower than that. So.
But here soon enough, you'll be able to
order directly from my website.
Order directly, and you'll be able to do some pay-as-you-go financing.
And you can do pay-as-you-go financing. That's another thing, guys. With this, you're going to have the option to get one of those, whatever the company is, and set it up. Let's just use one name.
Yeah, Affirm.
Affirm. Like use a firm to basically take a small loan out. They pay me.
It's not. So basically, what they're doing, it's not technically a loan. Well, you're financing something. So yeah, technically, I guess it would be a loan.
It is a loan. It's a loan.
Let me cut you off. But what I was saying earlier is, they don't whack you for the interest, but it does two things. A, you're getting something that you want right now. You're building your credit. If you don't have so good credit, I know a friend of mine who has crappy credit, and they have had the ability because a firm will work with everybody. It's not like, oh, you got to.
It's low risk.
Yes, it's all low risk. Anything under $1,000 to them, it's low risk. So they're willing to take the risk to help you out because they know in the future
you're going to need more money.
You're going to need more money, and if you want to buy another mask in however many months, you can go to a firm, and the firm will say, sure, no problem. Here's $600. There you go.
Yeah, so it's a good option to have, like if you're tight, especially like Christmas time or holidays, where you're you want the mask, it's available. Oh my God, I want to get this mask, but you don't have the funds. There it is. Okay, I'm going to reverse this camera. And this is my eyes inside this mask. This mask fits me like a glove. And it turns out it's a 24.5 inch mask, guys. This is a 24.5. When it's fully shrunk, and that's what happened, I didn't have it fully shrunk up yet. It turned out to be a 24.5 inch mask. Gotta see this, man. Look at this. This is me wearing the mask in front of the mirror under low lighting. There you go. Check that out, guys. Give me your comments. What do you think?
Funny part is, are you wearing makeup there, or
No, I'm not wearing makeup at all. That's just because of the shadowing in the. I don't wear makeup. I don't do that. I'm not that dedicated. I'm too old to be running around with Michael Myers costume. Can I wait for you to sculpt the Dick Warlock Halloween 2 1980? Man, that could be a long time away from now, because I've got the 2018 that I'm going to do with this version. I'm going to do the Kills mask and the Ends mask, all based off of this sculpture. That's what it's going to be. It's all going to be made from this sculpture. And then maybe an original Halloween 1 and an original Halloween 2. I don't think I'm going to be pushing to really go crazy. Heading in that, there's so many Halloween 2 masks out there and so many Halloween 1 masks that are really, really good. Why do I want to do that? It's just not a. There's no flashbacks out there that are real. There's actually two. You've got Spook House. That's what it was. That was Spook House Productions. That's Jimmy Falco, and then you have me, and then you got Nag.
Yeah.
That's the only 3 people that are actually making the flashback mask, and it's preference to what you like the best. You know.
I got a question for the chat. Would you guys be interested in like a place where you can talk, like a forum kind of a thing, where just maybe all people that buy or people that have been dedicated to the channel? Would you guys like a space for like a,
on the website?
Yeah, on the website, like a.
Yeah, I definitely want that myself.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, we're gonna do a space.
Like
It may not be right up. We're gonna do a forum on my website. All right, so we can do live chats right there. Or no, is it comment? Is it based?
You can do comment based and whatever else, but the big thing is to build the community around everybody that's here, that's consistently here. So this way, when there's other people that come into the fold, there's a lot of things that I have in my brain and I have to work out with Johnny here. Like, the idea, I think, is to build a community to where everybody gets something for their dedication. Not,
Yeah, well, I want to do like 10% discount when you're ordering.
Yeah.
For just adding a comment.
Yeah, and
or something. You write something up really nice on the page. You're gonna get 10%. I'm not trying to buy votes, so to speak,
sure.
but it's it's just a way of giving back to you guys a high quality product. A lot of people don't realize how high quality this mask really is. Now, the first version that you got wasn't quite as accurate as this one is, but the quality did not drop off. The quality is actually, I think, improved a little bit because I've gotten better at making these masks, especially as far as doing the pulls from the stone. I've got that down a lot better. I have it down. I figured out what the problems were, and yeah, I think we're on our way to really doing. Now, I'm still working on the hair. The hair is still something that's not. So what I'm doing is I'm not going to put a ton of product in the hair. And if you guys are better at styling the hair, have at it, baby. you can do what you want with the hair. I don't like putting glue in the hair. I'll put hair product in the hair, but I won't put glue in the hair. So this way you're not dealing with, you can't get that stuff out of the hair once it's in there.
What do you think of? And as you speak about that, what do you think about like somebody gets like randomly picked for whatever
Oh, a giveaway.
Well, hold on. A mask, whatever it is, a giveaway, and maybe have a hairstyling contest. Now, I know it sounds corny as shit, but that's just bragging rights. That creates
Well, we can do
community.
anything. Yeah, you can do anything. Once you're like, if you bought a mask and there's like, say 5 of you guys out there that have a mask, and then we do a little competition. Yeah, well, there's secrets to that herring style. It's not so much herring the mask. I've got the herring figured out. You see how like the sides are now tight against the head? I've got that figured out. The pompadour's still there, but it can be matted down further. I didn't want to over crush anything because I want people to have the leeway to be able to do what they want with the hair still. All right. It's got a lot of gel in it, so it gives you that really gnarly, dirty look. But you can do more with the hair just by, restyling it yourself. But I've got the layer. I know how to hair it. The biggest trick is styling. Styling gets tricky. You really have to learn how to style it. That's the hard part. And I'm still learning. So I don't, been fighting like crazy trying to get this mask perfected. And it's just going to take time. And the more I do this, the better I'm going to get. That's for sure. But anyway, that's it, guys. I wanted to update you guys. We've been working on this website. Actually, my buddy Angel, Red Row.
Don't matter, you call me.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna say Red Row. You guys know him as Red Row on here. And every time I come live, my buddy Red Row has been working on this website all day. We've been in here all day. It was 10 or 11 o'clock this morning. We've been in here, updating this website, trying to get everything linked together. So where, you're going to be able to reach out to me. My phone number is on the website.
Everything's there.
Everything's there.
Well, what do you guys think about in the chat about like a forum thing? I think that would be really cool, just to build more community.
The forum, yeah, the forum. I love the forum idea.
And listen, like the other thing that. I don't know
But
about-
here, do we use YouTube to get into the forum, or is
No,
that
it'll just be right through the website. Everybody will have a login to get in. And
you
then
do a login to get in?
login to get in. You get into the forum, and then.
But so what are we
like
doing?
a-
Are we setting up a camera through that, or we don't use the?
No. You'll be able to drop YouTube like a live video right on there. Do YouTube or whatever through it.
Oh, okay. So we
So-
can use YouTube Live, and just I guess
It'll be
so they can see the camera. They
yeah,
need to
you
be
can
able.
see the live or it's a forum just like outside of YouTube for just for everybody to shoot the shit. Or if somebody says, "Yo, I got this cool mask," and you post it up there, and everybody gets to look at it, laugh at it, giggle at it, whatever the case is.
Well, then that also lifts all the restrictions too, doesn't it?
Sure does.
You can talk about anything and not have to worry about YouTube shutting you down. And I really don't want to get into politics because I'm angry without that right now anyway. So that's besides the point.
Who said that? No bids. That's bullshit.
My buddy Pipe Master, he came on. He says, "No bids. That's bullshit." I said, "Well, I just think it's the time of year. I think a lot of people are hurting. They don't have the money right now. I get this. Also, we're not close enough to Halloween yet. We're just not close enough. And the mask is smoking hot. I don't doubt this mask, not at all. This mask is going to really take off when it does. It just has to get known." You got to check out the video. You know what? Click on the video that we put on here, and turn up the volume so they can hear the video. We put videos up here, and you click up here to the video, and let's click on that and turn that volume up so they can hear the video. This is introduction. What the hell is that? Now that video has no talking on it. But the next video I made, now this is the one that's now relisted on eBay. All right, and then we have another video down, the next video.
Hi, this is DJ Styles here at Custom Corpses. Another satisfied customer. Thank you, Ben Duma, for your purchase, and I can't wait for you to do a box opening on this. I can't wait to see your face when you see this V2 FB78 by Custom Corpses.
Now, with that being said, guys, all right, let's watch the last video.
Hi, DJ Styles, back again, right here at Custom
What a
Corpses.
difference, huh?
I want to show you guys the difference between version 1 and version 2. Check it out.
All right, now saying that, you know, now you can see the difference between the two side by side. Now,
I closed them all out.
did you close? Sorry, open it back up. Now, saying all that, what was I lost my train of thought, man. Senior moment.
You face that camera towards you?
Yeah, it's facing the oh, all right, hold on. Got to turn it around. Got some secret stuff going on over there. So anyway, what was I thinking? I thought about it. Oh, anytime you guys purchase a mask from me, I'm going to do a live video like that to advertise you guys. But I'm going to use your stage names. In other words, the names that you use on YouTube, or any name that you choose to use if you don't want to give your real name away. I'm looking down at the phone and not at the camera. I do that all the time. So, yeah, so I'll do those little live feeds thanking every, for, and it's something you can save. You can save the video to your, to whatever you want to save it to. And yeah, it's going to be, there's going to be things I'm going to do, definitely. All right, so. Halloween Resurrection with my eyes like that. Hold on. Let me read all these comments because it got way ahead of me here. I didn't know it went that far up. Hey, what's up? Good. Thorborn, you. DP, how much if I ask for a blank? Okay, we covered that. Awesome. I can't wait for the sculpt. Dick Warlock, H2. I think the Halloween Resurrection with your eyes like that. I think of Halloween Resurrection with your eyes like that in the mask. I guess that's what he's saying. Maybe. I wish I was better at hearing the mask too. Sometimes I think of Don't Fear the Reaper when I see the 78 mask. Hey, you know what? Every time when I'm at work DJing, probably once a month at least, I play Don't Fear the Reaper. I have remix versions of it too that are awesome. Do me a favor, hold this. I gotta use the toilet, man. But number one, I won't be long. Be right back. Say hello to Red Rogue.
What's going on, guys? But yeah, it's going to be pretty cool, man. With the website and all that stuff. So yeah, we're working hard there today. But yeah, I think the forum is going to be pretty cool, man. That's going to be pretty cool. It's going to give, I think it's going to give everybody, abilities to, you know what I mean, talk amongst each other and build a nice community. Where the hell was I going? Oh, sorry about that. Back to YouTube. Sorry. So yeah, the website's going to be good. We're going to be doing a lot of cool stuff through that. And, it's going to be good, I think. Which ones? There's a lot hanging up. DP, there's a lot. You have the ones over there, ones over there, ones over there. The one that's over there. Up there, we got this other bus up top there, over there. We don't talk about that one. You got these ones up here. But yeah, no, that's the V2 there, DP.
Don't ask me to dance. My hips are like glass.
DP was asking if he could see the other masks that were hanging up. I said, yeah, sure, they're over there.
Okay, I'll explain what they are. Hold on a second.
You
Okay,
got 67% here.
this one right here was the very first mask I made, and that was like 5 years ago. And that was before we even really knew what the Halloween H40 mask looked like. I saw far away shots, and that's all I had to make that mask. All right. As you can see, it's garbage. This mask
What's my favorite?
is a knife wielder. All right, this mask here, I've tried to reach out to the artist, Ezra. I can't find him anywhere. I don't know if he's still in production with this mask. I doubt it. This is from 2001. This mask is very thick pull, high quality latex. This mask is 24 years old, and it's never even cracked, no wear, no nothing. It's in perfect condition. And it was well taken care of, and it wasn't worn too many times. Now, this was a master copy of the first flashback mask. And I just painted in the eyes just to see what, how accurate it looked. And it was dumb, but I did. Anyway, so it's a latex mask. This is latex, and it's foam filled. That's not foam filled, and neither is that one. But these are foam filled. Whenever I foam fill a mask, it means I'm going to use it to possibly make another stone mold over top of it. I don't know. The reason why it's all painted, I got impatient because I didn't have the mold made, and I wanted to see what it was going to look like. So I painted it, and I said, oh wow, that's going to be good. All right, but not as good as I'd like. Not as good as my V2. The V2 is, I'm going to tell you, man, when you see that mask in person, if you order one of those masks, it's going to blow your mind. Okay. This is the master copy, the old master copy. All right. And I don't actually have a master copy in latex, but I have the resin, the silicone mold that will still produce this mask. All right, but in clay. All right. This one is the V2 Night Creeper. That's a Night Creeper up here. Night Creeper 1, Night Creeper 2. And I don't like this mask because the eye cut is bulging out too far on this side. I pick on myself. I'm going to be the worst critic. You guys couldn't criticize me more than I would criticize myself. So when I'm straight up honest, this is not being sold in the condition that it's in. I intend to replace that. This is a hard resin copy of my version 1 flashback mask. All right. As you can see, I don't have a lot of collector's pieces because I don't have enough room to collect masks. I make masks, and I'm running out of room to put masks up because I need to keep them. I've got 5 copies of masks that are foam filled out on my countertops in the kitchen right now because I don't have enough place, no place to put it in here. So that's the mask on the wall. Over behind Angelo, all right, I have a case that I made, a custom case. All right, I gotta turn that off and turn it back on because the flame, that's supposed to be a flame bulb in there and it's not flaming. So, but this custom case, it says Custom Corpses Night Creeper. Can you come a little closer? Just unplug it because that's charged now. You can see inside the case, it says Custom Corpses Night Creeper 78. I made this case out of acrylic. See all the blood all over, all the gore on the edges and all that. fun stuff. I'm in the midst of keeping this case, but I'm going to put the Michael Myers house in the background in foam. I'm going to make it out of styrofoam and, you know, and cut it out and actually make a replica of the Michael Myers house in the background. And maybe a Michael Myers, you know, what do you call it? Doll, whatever it is, you know, whatever it's called. Anyway, this is an original. I got it, man. That's getting all deformed in there. I didn't realize it was sitting down and stuff like that. But anyway, the mask was one of my first versions of the Night Creeper, and don't like that mask. I know somebody keeps trying to buy that mask off me. I'm like, oh, I don't care. I'll give it away. I'm at that point. I don't care about this mask. So anybody, and that's probably going to be one of my giveaways. I'm not a real big collector, so yeah, go ahead, chuck it up. Giggles away. But anyway, up here we have the 78 tots that I overhauled and repainted. I'll take it down so you guys can see it a little bit better. I overhauled this mask and haired it, put all new hair on there. Alright, that's my overhaul of the Tots 1970. Now, this is a big mask. This is a 25-inch mask. This is actually bigger than my new. Here you go. This is actually bigger than my new. This is the FBV. This is the V2 FB78. That mask is bigger than that, and even the eye holes are way too big. Look at this. Look at the difference between, like, the top of the head's dead even right across here right now. Stands are made the same height, but look how much further that chin comes down. So anybody that's worried about having too big of a mask, don't, because this mask is going to fit you perfect. If a 24.5-inch mask fits you great, this is the one you want to get. So anyway, and the other one, I'm not going to pull it down, but the other one that's up there, that's a perfect pull. And I will, because I want to show you why. This mask is such a perfect pull of the ends mask from Trick or Treat Studios, which you can't get. You cannot get a perfect pull like this anymore. But all the details, all the cracks, all the imperfections, man, they're in the mask. It's so beautiful, this mask. It took me forever, but I got this mask when it first came out, and now it's all washed out. It looks awful. It's so bad. So I'm gonna at some point overhaul this mask. Now, I did take all the cotton. That's all it is, guys. That white stuff that they put all the masks, that's just cotton. I removed it all off the face, you know, and I'm gonna repaint this thing and put cotton back on. But this project's not important to me because this is my personal mask. I don't really care about doing that right now. I'm more worried about taking care of selling the mask that I created. So yeah, that's basically the collection. I have a Kills mask that's out in the living room that I painted Nick Mulpagana style. I did a fire when he was standing on the porch. It looks like it's colored to make it look like he's standing on the porch and the fire's all around him. It's got red, yellow, orange, and the hair's all bright orange. It looks like he's all lit up. Not on fire, but the lighting from the scene makes the mask look like it was red and yellow and orange, and hair was orange. But it looks pretty cool. But I think I'm going to rip all that hair off of that, and I'm going to restyle that and bring it back to its original form. I don't like it enough to keep it that way, so I'm going to redo it. But that's later. Okay, so what kind of comments do we have?
I don't know what that is at the bottom there.
Oh, chat filter. I don't know what that is either. Okay, so let me read the comments. I believe the H40 can be at work. I have the H40, but mine's a mess. Man, that's a mess. That's all dried out. I'm not going to show it.
Oh, that turd box over there. Give me some meat.
Okay, guys. I think I'm gonna say good night because this video was just to show you all the work that I'm doing. Oh yeah, let me show you you see all that yellow that's in that mask? This mask is hard. Hear that? The latex is rotted out. It's already rotten out. You can see in the neck, look at the neck. See it rot? It literally ripped through. It's solid hard. It's really hard. That's the 2018 TOTS. And I bought that mask when the mask first came out. As a matter of fact, I pre-ordered this thing before it was released. So I got one of the first copies, but man, that latex, whatever they used was garbage. So, doesn't last. This is why, guys, I'm doing a 2018 version from my new V2 FB78. Now it looks awful without any paint and no weathering. It doesn't look awful, but it just doesn't look like Michael Myers there yet. It will once it's painted and everything. But yeah, that's so. The reason why I want to do a 2018 and it kills and it ends is because when you order these masks now from TOTS, they're awful. They're awful. I couldn't find a good TOTS Michael Myers mask, no matter whether it was H40, kills or ends, and even the 2018 no longer looks, or the 1978, this one up here, that no longer looks like that anymore. It looks awful. So, and I'm not talking about the color or the paint. I'm talking about the shape itself. It's washed out. It's just awful. So, and there's a place that I get my mask, and it's called Spirit of Halloween. I don't know if you guys know ever heard of that place, but Spirit of Halloween, we have the flagship store in 30 miles away from me. And if you can't get that mask there, you're not going to get that mask anywhere. So I'm terrified to order those masks from TOTS or Trick or Treat Studios because I know that I couldn't find a good mask, so I'm not ordering from them anymore. That's it. Not with Michael Myers. So my thing is I want to make my own 2018. And it's going to be made from this beauty right here. There's going to be a 2018, a kills and an ends mask that I'm going to make from this sculpture. Now it's going to be altered a little bit, just like they did for the ones in the movie. But, I'm going to make the eyes droop a little bit more. I'm going to make it's just a lot of cracks, a lot of that stuff's all going to be in there. But at least you'll have a good copy. Now, who was it? Nag. Nag makes a good H40, but, it's whatever you choose, whatever you want. But I'm going to base my H40 off of this sculpture. That's really what I'm going to do. All right, so let me read some of your text again. What's up, Silverado? Why is this? I don't know why that's doing that. It's not. I don't know what the hell's going on here. What the hell? All right, there it goes. Finally. Okay, now I can read this text. It was blocking my text view. I just hate the TOTS H40 mask. It's too small. Yes, that's a 23-inch mask, and my mask will be perfect because it's 24.5 inches. 24.5 inches, and that'll be a nice size mask. Now, I still have the I'll have the 25, the 25.5 inch mask. That's the super large mask. That'll be available if you have a really big head, but I wouldn't recommend that if you're not, unless you're really big. Terry Lambert is done making masks. I don't know. You know, I'm not really up on the mask community as far as who makes masks and who the you guys more because you guys are the collectors. You guys are really on top of that. What happened with me was real simple. Going back in time, in 1978, I saw the movie Halloween at the movie theater at 16 years old. And ever since that day, I always wanted to make a Michael Myers mask. I've been a fan of the movie forever. Loved the mask. Always wanted to make this mask or get a copy of the actual mask. I never was able to because, well, in 1975, I had my hands on dozens of that mask. I used to work in a place called the Fun Shop. And I was literally putting that mask up on the shelf and taking it back down and putting it away numerous times during the course of a summer season. And I never thought nothing of it. But then Michael Myers back then was not created yet. It was the summer of '76 that I was doing that at that shop. And it might have been '75. I don't know. I forget. Anyway, and Captain Kirk and Leonard Nimoy, Spock. You had Captain Kirk and Spock mask that was in there, and I was putting them on and putting them up on display and taking them down every day. Never thought nothing of it. The year that, and it was like 3 years later that they came out with the '78 Halloween. Then you couldn't find that mask anywhere. It was very scarce. By then, it was already done. It already ran its course. So I never was able to obtain a Michael Myers. So at some point during the course of time, I said, you know what? Someday I'm going to make this mask. Now, I've whittled in wood. I did a lot of landscaping. I did a lot of like animals and stuff that I did in wood, but I never did human form. So COVID hit. You know, it was actually right at the same time COVID hit. That's when I said, you know what? Now's the time to do your art. Get back into your art. You're getting ready to retire, and let's do something for retirement and have some fun. So this is where I went into Michael Myers mask making, and there's going to be other products. That's another thing, guys. I'm going to be doing this summer. I want to do another Jason, but an adult size and much better quality. I did a Jason already once, but it was for a kid under a low budget. All right, I want to do a little bit higher budget. I don't want to go crazy, and I want to do a Jason costume. No, Silverado. I've already got that in the works. I've already contacted James Carter. He's definitely going to do. He wants one of the masks. I'm working out something with him, and we're going to have him do one of my masks. And I actually want him to do two masks for me. One, I want him to paint it like the flashback, screen used accurate. But I also want him to take that same flashback mask and paint it as though it was the original '78. And I may go one more step and do 3 masks from him and have him do an aged 1981 Halloween 2 original paint job on it, just to see how it looks. That would be so cool to see a flashback painted by James Carter in those 3 versions. You know, and I'll keep them on my shelf forever. That's what they won't be for sale ever. They'll be strictly for display for the channel. You know, I'll show them off. So that's the plan with James Carter. And James Carter, each time he's going to do a mask, I'm sending him a free blank for himself. That's what I'm doing. So anyway, guys, I am going to jump off of here. Myers is king of slasher. Yes, he is. Asylum, the mask got re-upped. I need all you guys to start sharing this content. Let them know that this mask is for sale on eBay. The mask just got re-upped about an hour ago. It's back up on eBay. It didn't sell the first time around. The weird thing was it had 9 watchers and almost 200 views. It's not a lot of views, but a lot of it has to do with it's just not close enough to Halloween yet. People are not feeling like they have to rush and get this mask right away. They're not ready, and I've heard that the mask business is very slow right now, so it's no surprise. So I'm not really not butthurt. I know I got a great product. I know I have a beautiful rendition of this flashback mask, and it's just going to be a matter of when people start pulling the trigger. Am I going to lower the price? I'm going to bring the price down to $400 as a starting bid. I'm going to put a buy it now option at $600 on there because that's what I'm going to be selling on the eBay anyway. I've made up my mind. That's my price for my mask. It's $600 for my mask to buy it new. It's a 24.5-inch mask. I measured it, and it shrank that extra inch, an extra half inch over the last course of 2 weeks. And I was like, whoa, okay. This is a 24.5-inch mask. That was my ultimate goal, to have a 24.5-inch mask. So we have a 24.5-inch mask, guys, and that's perfect. So all you guys that are getting free masks, man, promote the hell out of this, because every sale depends on whether or not you get a mask. So now Asylum has to wait another week. So if you're not pushing it, there's a chance, and we may have to wait a little bit longer before, as we get closer. It may take until late July into August before we start really selling masks. I'm not really too concerned. I know I have a unbelievable product, and the quality is unbelievable, so I'm not even concerned. Oh, let's just look at something worth looking at, not the screen. Yeah, so it's this is a beautiful mask. It's really going to be unbelievable. I can't wait, and this is what I want you guys to do for me. Whenever you get this mask from me, if you ever do, especially ones that are buying, you don't know when you can or you can't afford it, you're going to do an unboxing for me, and you're going to post it as in a video. I want to see a video, even if you do a video on your phone and then send me a clip of the video, the most important parts of the video, the big reveal and the shock on your face. Have somebody record it for you, or have the camera off in the distance on a stand. Record your clip, give me a small clip of it, and we're going to put it on the website. If you don't want your face on there, well, that's kind of hard to do on a reveal. That's really kind of hard to do. You kind of have to be willing to put your face on camera. We're going to put you on the website, and I'm going to have my website pretty interactive. We're going to have. It's going to be cool. It's going to be cool. Still learning all this technology. My buddy's helping me with a lot of this stuff, and we're gonna start making money. That's the goal. We want to make money, but at the same time, this is retirement for me. So I'm not going to be doing this for long, guys. Remember this. I want you to remember that I'm 63 years old. Every year's a bonus for me. You have to understand, when this mask, when I call it quits, God knows I could start losing my health so bad where I can't do this anymore, and this mask becomes obsolete. And it don't take long. Sometimes I've seen masks disappear in 3 years, and you can't get one. So my advice to you, if you really love the mask, you better get it. Don't waste no time. But you will have the option to finance it. On the website, there's going to be options to, look into finance. I can't remember the name of the thing now. I can't remember anyway, we said it earlier. So you'll be able to click into that company that will do the financing for you. It's low risk because you're under $1,000. 9 times out of 10, they will finance it for you, and they usually set up a payment plan, whatever. I end up getting paid out in full by the company, but you'll be making payments to them, and you'll set it up probably $20 a month, whatever, until it's paid off. Plus, it also helps you with your credit. If you have bad credit, you can establish credit through that, slowly but surely. And the more you do it, the higher your amount you'll be able to borrow. And I don't think there's a high interest either. It's not high interest at all. It's not 25% interest. I think this thing's really low interest. So anyway, guys, I want to jump off of here. And you guys have a wonderful night. And Kevin's on here. I didn't see Kevin on here. Did he? DP, Silverado. DP. Kyra. Thorburn. Yo. Yeah, so you guys, I need you guys that are getting the free mask to promote the hell out of this mask. You go to my website, promote the website for me. All the links are there. Even on my Facebook or even on my YouTube channel, I think the website link is on there. Peace. All right, guys. Good night. Have a good one. I'll see you on the next live. Bye-bye.